concave mirror, how many ray diagrams can we draw? We can draw 6 ray diagrams for a concave mirror. Now you would ask why? Because there are 6 possibilities that can be there to draw the diagrams for a concave mirror, because object that is placed in front of a concave mirror can be placed at 6 locations. Let's start counting. First of all, the object can be beyond center of curvature, first position. At center of curvature, second position. Between center of curvature and the focus, third. At focus, fourth. Between focus and the pole, fifth. And at infinity, sixth. So these are the 6 positions wherein we can place the object and obtain the ray diagram. So we'll start the first ray diagram when the object is placed beyond center of curvature, that means beyond C. So what we'll do is, from C to the left hand side, we'll take 1 centimeter approximately, and we'll draw the object, which is always in the form of an arrow pointing in the upward direction, and we'll name the object as AB. Now we have learned the rules, right? The moment we place the object, we take the scale and draw the incident ray parallel to the principal axis. And after reflection, where is it going to go? It is going to pass through the focus, right? So this is the first rule that we have applied. How many minimum rules are we supposed to apply? 2 rules. So we'll apply the second rule, that is the incident ray passes through the focus. So now the incident ray you see passes through the focus. After reflection, what is going to happen? It is simply going to go parallel to the principal axis. So first of all, pause the video right now, draw the base diagram first, and apply these 2 rules. I hope you have done this, and I hope you have obtained the reflected rays over here. That means this is the point where the reflected rays are meeting. The point where the reflected rays meet, at that point, image is formed. So how do we draw the image? Just the way we drew the object. But this time, the image is below the principal axis, so the arrowhead should point in the downward direction. Now, we can name anything, or we can give any names to the image. But what we'll do is, we'll give it a specific name. We'll call this image as A dash and B dash. Now, why do we write A dash and B dash and not PQ, XY, and so on? Because we need to specify, we need to tell them that the image over here is an inverted image. So A, which was at the top, its image is now at the bottom, which is A dash, right? Similarly, B was below A, but now it is above A, which means that the image is an inverted image. So now this completes the ray diagram, but this does not complete the entire answer to the question, because this entire question consists marks for the diagram and also the position of the image and nature of the image that we are supposed to write down. So now, how do we understand the position of the image? The position of the image needs to be found on the principal axis. Now, on the principal axis, you can see this is the image. Now, can you see it is formed between the center of curvature and the focus, right? So the image is between C and F. This is the position of the image. Now we need to talk about the nature of the image. In nature, the first question that we need to ask ourselves is, are the rays of light actually meeting? Yes, they are. So whenever the rays of light actually meet, such an image is called as a real image. And all real images are always inverted. Remember this, all real images are always inverted. Now, what about the size? The third point is the size of the image. Can you see the height of the object is 1 line of the notebook? But what about the image? Is it greater than 1 line? Is it of 1 line, or is it less than 1 line? It is less than 1 line. That means it is a smaller image. It is a diminished image. Now this completes the entire ray diagram for object beyond C. So what is important here? What is important is the position and the nature. So when the object is placed beyond C, remember this. When the object is placed beyond C, the image is obtained between C and F, and the nature of the image is real, inverted and diminished. Now, one more thing that we need to understand over here is that real images are those images that can be obtained on a screen. So in order to see this image, you will have to place a screen over there, and then you would be able to see that particular image. So now what we'll do is, we'll do the second diagram wherein the object needs to be placed at center of curvature. So now we have placed the object at center of curvature. Now what you need to do is, you need to apply the first rule. So what I recommend is, pause the video